everybody. I'm going to start all over again. Thanks, Anu. And
Thanks, yeah.
today,
Uh, yeah, please continue.
today
Please
I
continue.
yeah, so today I thought we should talk about friendships and how each one of us gets an opportunity to make friends and to maintain them, and it is up to us how we do the same. So now there are some friendships and some relationships that make this journey called life awesome and beautiful, and there are some relationships and friendships which, like I said earlier, teach us lessons and put us on our path in life. Uh, so all the love that we have, all the beautiful relationships depend on that. So if we are willing to accept ourselves the way we are, if we love ourselves and we are genuine inside out, the kind of relationships and the kind of friendships we will make will be for keeps. When we were young and we came across those kids around us in school, those children, we just connected, and that was the purest form of friendship. And I personally have been very, very lucky in that sphere where we've been able to keep in touch and we've been able to be there in each other's lives, just supporting each other and cheering for everybody and move on for them. And as we grow older, friends help us understand ourselves, help us understand life, help us also adjust with all the changes in our life, good or bad. The whole journey just becomes so much more wholesome. But later, when I was just seeing this interview of a very famous person, and he spoke about this that when uh, he goes back to his bunch of school friends and goes back home, nobody treats him like a celebrity. His elder brother still asks him to go fetch him a glass of water. His friends still backslap him and call him names, and it's all good. He says that these are the treasures of life where my success and my failure has no effect on my relationships with these genuine people. So each one of us needs to create this little comfort zone for ourselves, needs to maintain this little family of friends which stay much more fun and people that we can share our innermost thoughts with. So there again, talk to big ears is such an important part where we also at TTBE are teaching people to start talking, to start sharing, to start expending all those thoughts and all those emotions that are stuck inside us. But if we have good, healthy, wonderful relationships, beautiful friends around us, it'll be so much more easier to deal with our emotions, to deal with our sorrows, to deal with our failures, because we know that somebody has our back. तो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है हमें ये चीज पहचानना, इस चीज की अहमियत समझना, फ्रेंड्स की इम्पोर्टेंस समझना, और जहाँ हो सके अपने आप को और अपने फ्रेंड्स को वो बढ़िया वंडरफुल मोमेंट्स देना, वो मेमोरीज देना, जब जो कि हम जब बड़े हो जाएंगे और हम मिलेंगे तो फिर हम उसके बारे में बात कर सकते हैं, वी कैन हैव अ नाइस लाफ अबाउट इट. So this thought has been going on in my head for the last couple of days, and I thought it would be interesting to discuss it and how best can we teach our children also to choose their friends wisely, because when they are at that impressionable age, uh, the kind of friends they keep speaks volumes of the future that they'll have. So it is very important to pick your friends, choose your friends well, because Like they say that you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. तो अगर हम थोड़े वाइज होए और अच्छे दोस्त बनाए तो हमारी जिंदगी भी ठीक रास्ते पे चलेगी क्योंकि like again a very famous gentleman has said that you tell me five closest people in your life and I'll tell you where you stand in life professionally and on your personal level. So these are just a few thoughts to start this conversation, and maybe any of you would like to add to it or comment on it, please.
Yeah, friends. So, in various phases of life, we need friends in a different capacity. And as we grow, I think it's a developmental narrative. We also change, and the bonds also change. And it is really amazing to see how this we almost like a river na, पहले बड़ी तेजी से आ रहे हैं, then we start meandering and all. So we are all on that journey, and the nature of friendship changes, people change, and some I mean, this perhaps is fate or what, or our karma. There are some people with which we start getting more and more attached to, and some very thick friends वो थोड़ा distant हो जाते हैं. Nothing that we are doing wrong or they are doing wrong, or we are doing right and they are doing right. It's just flowing. And those friends are because they are developmentally the same, mentally the same. And in this phase of life, I think friends are playing such an important part in my life, because family एक बार बिल्कुल family kind of overwhelms you at one stage in life, and you uh, don't even have time for friends, and then suddenly it all comes back. It's really beautiful if someone recounts their journey in life. I mean, it's quite amazing, and I think we can't even understand how people connect, reconnect, disconnect. Amazing, really.
I'd like to share something with you. Uh, I it is very interesting to see when you kind of deviate a bit. There are times when you lose your mind and you take certain decisions, and nobody can come up to you and say that this decision is not correct. But your
Yeah,
oldest two friends can just come back and give you one uh, angry conversation and tell you that what you've done is incorrect and this is what you should do, and then they'll disappear. I have had some friends from childhood who just walked into my life at just the right time when I needed the most, and then they just very conveniently walk off. So this is all such a beautiful system. This whole
yeah.
it's very, I feel, a very wonderful divine design that you have to meet the right people at the right time. They give you the right advice or the wrong advice, but it definitely puts you on your path.
Hmm.
So it just is a beautiful journey, and hats off to all those wonderful people that we meet on the way who help us through and keep giving us the confidence. It's I thought this it's just like I said that you cannot choose your family, but you can choose your friends. And when you choose your friends, you don't realize when you choose them when you are 3, 4, 5 years old in school, you don't realize the kind of role they're going to play in your life. But
Yeah,
now when we understand and when we look back, Harini, in fact, for you and me also, I think it's just been such a strange kind of, I think for almost 20 odd years, we
yeah,
were not in touch.
yeah,
We didn't know
yeah,
who the other person was. And then suddenly when you pop up and I don't know,
yeah,
it's so beautiful. I'm so
yeah.
grateful for all these
Same
wonderful
here.
experiences and persons. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Same here. It's
Lovely.
a design, which we are not able to understand. And I think our only role is to just be open to all the influences. If we close ourselves, na, there comes the problem. Not have very, very strong belief system. Just be open. People can come, then you assess, and then that's all.
But this topic is relevant also. And now this, we are 14th Feb is there, and all our seeds are about uh, one kind of friendship only. But all other friendship have a long or more. They have had an impact on me so much, that I have relied on my friends as my extended family. And yes, like this new people who come in my life, just they just slip just one hello, and from that one hello, within say 3 to 6 months, they are so important, that we are inviting them to our home, or they are inviting to their home. And this really surprises me. And yes, such friendship, and some people have disappeared, they have gone away, or I have gone to some city. But yes, this is really one part of my life which I don't control. And like Dhani ma'am said, yeah, be but open. But sometimes, like, we get an instinct, "Mm, no, but this person, I may not be able to, say, have a very great friendship. And it has, like, I cannot be close to this person." And the other way around also. I want to be friends with somebody, uh, but whatever, for some reason or some time or whatever thing is, I cannot be friends with them. But yes, there are all these things, and in that, whoever we are with, totally grateful, and who stay with us, say they say hello, or they say how are you, or happy Sunday. No, that makes a lot of difference, and it feels like they are in touch, and I'm in touch with them. So yeah, this topic is very, very relevant.
Yeah, and like you very rightly said, we restricted the Valentine's Day to just maybe some weird romantic relationships. But a Valentine is somebody that you have in your life that you would like to honor, and you love, and receive love, and you give love, is always there with you through that journey. Like they say that when your family becomes friends and when your friends become family, that is the best balance in life. And that is something that we need to achieve, which of course is an awesome thing, but you need to work at it. You need to work on your relationships. You need to work on your friendships. It's worth its while. It is absolutely worth its while, and uh, it just makes the whole experience so joyful and so wonderful. तो अपनी जिंदगी में दोस्तों को कायम रखो, दोस्त बनाओ, और उनके साथ हर वो चीज जिससे आपको जिंदगी का मजा आए वो भी करिए, और उनके साथ अपनी शेयरिंग्स भी करिए, ये कॉन्वर्सेशंस भी करिए, and stick together. It'll just improve the flavor of everything.
And
Yeah.
also the other thing that definitely this about spending time. Sometimes we don't know what we have to speak, but we just generally, just meet, and then within like 1 hour or 2 hours, we are like almost rebooted in our thoughts. Like you said, no, they'll say something, and then our thoughts, whatever we had, they seem to get refreshed or rebooted, or we get some, like kind of release or relief, and also inspiration. So this happened in one of our meeting, and two within. So we had just 3 points to discuss, but in that 2.5 hours, we said so much that we came up with new plans and new say, ways of thinking, which we hadn't seen, say, in past, say, 3 to 6 months. So just that ventilating that we talk about in Talk to Big Ears, when we hear our voice, and when we hear the words from others person, and it's somehow, like in that, maybe it's a human quality to share and keep sharing, and the ideas flow. And that is how, not only in business meetings but in personal things also. अरे तू ये क्यों नहीं कर लेती, अरे ये तू ऐसे ही कपड़े क्यों पहनती है, this sometimes, one of my friends told me कि तू टर्टन नकली क्यों पहनती है. फिर next 3 to 6 months मेरे सारे shirts turtle neck के आ गए. You know something, like something looking forward to or something. Yeah, so I definitely that we talk about in Talk to Big Ears. I want to relate this topic, as you said, talking just for, of course, we may feel a need, and then that's the talk to big ears service. But generally in our life, talking and being in touch, being with other human beings, with our friends, helps a lot.
Just you, yeah, Anuradha. I mean, I never knew you, and I feel so happy to, connect with you. You're a wonderful. I don't know your background. I know nothing, but such a stable, such a wonderful person. I mean, it's such a blessing to have such like friends in our lives.
Yeah,
Really nice.
yeah.
I would like to add this, Harini, that Anuradha, I also didn't know Anuradha a year ago. But the first time we spoke for almost an hour. And she just wanted to understand Talk to Big Ears. And she had an array of questions for me. Some of them which I had not even answered myself. I did not know the answers to. But and from that conversation, she is somebody who's kept me on track. I've had my reasons to, be indulged in various other things and various other aspects of life, but she has kept me on track. So she's come in to my life just at the right time, and I think we are going to do wonders together. And Dharani, as far as you are concerned, that you are that one person. I remember we never spent so much time really
Yeah.
after school, not at all. But you've come into my life at just the right time, and the kind of
Mm,
support and the kind of confidence you've shown in me, because you were one of those brainies. Yeah, I mean, you were up there, and I was like always out of the class, and I was always doing things which were non-academic. And
not at
though
all.
it
But
did
there has always been a connect. We
always
were
be,
like
I agree.
thoda dur, not very great friends. She had her own
Yeah,
circle, but there was always a very nice connect.
always, yeah,
Distant but
yeah.
nice.
Yes. And she's somebody, I mean, you are somebody that always stayed with me throughout. I remember visiting you at your college also once.
Okay, okay. Yeah. No, it's really strange the way things move. The
Held my
design,
hand and you
divine
took me
design, or
across and you left me at the bus stop. I cannot not forget all of that. It was wonderful. And then when we met at our kids' school, which was such a
yeah,
surprise, it was
yeah,
so wonderful. Then I used to run into Auntie
yeah.
at Aurobindo Place markets. It was really nice. And now your presence and your thoughts and your uh, thought process is really, really a big support. It's really helped us. And we are going to, like I
Thank you,
said, we
thank
are
you.
all
Help
going to
me
make this
also.
into, yeah, it's just going to be an awesome
Absolutely,
ride.
absolutely,
Yeah, yeah,
undoubtedly.
yeah. And now I'm going to push her to do a recce for that retreat that we are planning in March, from 10th to 13th March. So I'm just going to have a look at all the places for excursions, for all the hotels and all the things that we can do as a group. And staying true to our whole concept of therapy and knowing yourself and loving yourself and all of that. Thank you so much, both of you. God bless you so much, so much, so much. And if you would like to say something.
24 minutes.
ठीक है.
Okay,
Okay.
ji.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. God bless. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.